Good morning. I'm Sofia Ramiro from Leiden University Medical Center in the Netherlands, and welcome to this EULAR's Daily Highlights podcast. We have another fantastic Congress to look forward to this year. Here's a glimpse of what to anticipate on day one, Wednesday. Wednesday has a lot to offer in terms of RA this year, starting with a debate between our fellow colleague Janet Pope and David Liu. JAK inhibitor, special warnings. Can observational data debunk an RCT? As well as a CAR T-cell therapy for inflammatory RMDs with Georg Schett, and a poster from IMID Steering Committee member Kevin Winthrop on an integrated safety analysis of filgotinib in patients with active RA. I would also like to highlight a poster by Minhaj Rahim Choudhury on the efficacy and safety of baricitinib at different doses for the treatment of moderate to severe RA. For more RA content, there are a host of great talks during the clinical abstract session. Clinical trials and other treatment aspects in RA includes talks from Paul Emery, Ingrid Lowe, and Hua Ye on abatacept versus adalimumab, abiprubart, KPL 404, and the IL-6 receptor antagonist antibody, known as VDJ001. These data are important to assess the viability of new treatment options going forward. I also highly recommend the back-to-back talks from Peter Taylor on pain in RA. And finally, I recommend the oral presentation by Jingjing Liu, who will report on the selective JAK1 inhibitor SHR302 in patients with active RA and an inappropriate response to CSD-MARDs. Again, a rich Congress in terms of therapeutic studies being presented in RA, whose presentations you will not want to miss. Moving to PSA, Beatriz Roven Ibanez evaluates the risk of PSA in patients with psoriasis undergoing biological treatment using data from the TRINTEX Global Population Study. This is an important area of research in which we have been seeing more data pointing towards a protective effect of biological DMARDs for the development of PSA when given to patients with psoriasis. This opens up possibilities to prevent PSA, which may be easier to put in practice than, for example, in RA or in actual SPA. Moving to actual SPA, and for those of you interested in actual SPA, the posters I recommend can be found in the session Clinical Poster Tours Spondyloarthritis number 1. This includes 2 posters, the first one by Philip van den Bos, who will present the 2-year efficacy and safety data for upadacitinib from the phase 3 Select Access 2 study, and the second from Walter Maksimovic, from which I am also a co-author, and that discusses data from the B-Mobile studies focusing on the impact of bimekizumab on MRI inflammatory but also structural lesions of the sacroiliac joints of patients with actual SPA at 1 year of treatment. Michael Ostergaard will continue this theme with an oral presentation of a post-hoc analysis of the effect of ixekizumab treatment on MRI structural lesions in the sacroiliac joints of patients with radiographic axial SPA. In actual SPA, there is really a high interest to demonstrate that treatment can inhibit the development of structural damage. As structural damage traditionally measured with conventional radiographs progresses very slowly, attentions are now towards low-dose CT or MRI imaging methods. MRI structural lesions are, on the other hand, promising. On the other hand, there are still some concerns in the field about their predictive validity and about their real value. So more research will be done in this area, while the first treatments start to demonstrate efficacy on their inhibition. And that concludes my top picks for the posters and presentations for Day 1 of EULAR 2024. The first day of the Congress really offers us a wealth of fascinating information. Don't forget to visit imidforum.com, as I will be back tomorrow with coverage of Day 2 of EULAR. Make sure to also keep an eye out for our Congress or review podcasts post-Congress, where today's key presentations and more will be reviewed by me and my colleagues Rika Alten and Laura Coates. We hope you enjoy the start of the Congress.